All right, welcome back into another edition of Keeping Up with Douglas Athletics. We're going to talk a little soccer now. Coach, if you will, introduce yourself and who you have with you today.
My name is Coach Mario Verde, head coach over the boys program, and I got Brian Jimenez and Giovanni Aragon with me.
Coach, playoffs has already started. You know, we talked about just a minute ago off camera, and you guys had a very big victory over Lincoln 2-0. Take us back to that game and how it all transpired.
Well, Lincoln, I feel like, is a team that, for us, we're very familiar with. They're ranked pretty high in the rankings for 5A, and for some teams, I felt like that would have been a great challenge to overcome. But just us being comfortable with them, knowing who they are, what they play like, it made it pretty easy for us to prepare. But I will say, they have drastically improved since the last couple of years we've played them, and they gave us a fight, so the score didn't really reflect on how well they played, how hard they played, so it was definitely a challenge.
Coach, how big was it to not only get the victory but get a shutout in that opening game of the playoffs?
Huge. I mean, for us, it's a confidence booster. Going into a playoff game, you're playing the best of the best regardless of rankings or whatever, so just for us to get the shutout means a lot about these two guys, especially these two guys, their confidence. They both play defense, so it was huge for us.
Can you guys talk about that a little bit? Talk about your performance versus Lincoln, and how were y'all able basically to shut them down and stop them?
Well, I feel like we've been playing together in the center back position for the whole season. I think just us knowing each other, like communication, and just us just knowing how the defense is operated for us is just the key for us for stopping Lincoln.
Same question for you.
So like Brian said, our partnership as center backs has only continued to this year, but we've known each other for a couple years. Brian actually introduced me to playing soccer and all that stuff. So getting to play against Lincoln, they're a tough team. They're ranked number 4, 5? Yeah, 5. Yeah, but we just had to go out there with a clear mindset, know what we have to take, and get ready to fight.
Each one of you guys speak on this. Playing defense on the soccer field's not like everything else. Sometimes you don't get your name in the newspaper or the spotlight, but to me it's the most important thing. You kind of set the tone. If they can't score and you disrupt them and you take possessions away from them, to me that's more important than anything. Can y'all talk about that a little bit and what it's like playing defense and maybe not always getting in the spotlight, so to speak?
Well, yeah, as a defender you may not always get all the glory, but being able to do Coach Mario, last year, our defense was probably the biggest factor that we had, and he would tell us that defense wins championships, even though your attackers obviously play a big role, but obviously defense is really important.
I feel like playing defense is just really fun, just out there just going in tackles and just everything. I feel like many kids or players, when they're more younger, they get introduced more to the attack, and I mean that's pretty much what it is. It's going out there and scoring goals, but I feel like defense, a lot of teams don't really have a lot of players that play defense, and I feel like that teams that have those type of defenders that can play and just play hard out there just are the teams that do the best.
What's that like playing for the coach right here? He's obviously a very good coach, defensive-minded coach, which is good for you guys, but let's talk about away from the field, some of the things you've picked up that's going to help you going on in your day-to-day lives.
Well, I feel like Coach, for me, he just really just taught us so many just life lessons in our lives of being disciplined, just taking care of ourselves, not getting into trouble, and just really he just made us just a better person and just overall just great in general.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. So continuing on that, I haven't told him, but I view Coach Mario as I would say a second dad, because he's always there for us, and whenever we're down or we need something, he can help us out.
And it's good to have that at a young age, because not everybody gets that. Mm-hmm. Coach, I think kind of question, but role reversal. What's it like getting to coach two really good young men like these two?
It's definitely great to have young men that are willing to put in the work. Like they say, defense is probably one of the hardest pressure positions on the field. When you're playing up top offensively, you can shoot and miss, get on target, and kind of keep things in the game. You'll make one crucial mistake on defense, and that can cost you the game. But as far as having guys like these, it really motivates me every day. I love these guys. I mean, everybody on the team, I have love for each and every one of those guys, and it just really brings me in every day, encouraged and motivated to work.
Coach, who do you got next coming up?
Well, second round of playoffs, we have a well-known rival, Boaz. They were in our area. They beat us both times. The first time we went all the way to the wire. We lost 3-2, and Boaz played with the man down, so that kind of played a big factor in it. And then we had their second matchup at Boaz, and we just kind of played flat, I believe, and they played really, really good, and they ended up beating us 2-0. So it was really heartbreaking.
When you're in the playoffs, everything, the intensity goes up.
Yes, sir.
But when you factor in, not only are we in the playoffs, we're playing a rival. Talk about that, how you approach that from a mental standpoint. Like, you got to keep the guys on the even keel. You don't want them to get too high and get out of their zones and things like that. You got to keep them dialed in, even though it's a rivalry and playoffs.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest points as a coach. I kind of mentioned this to them at the Lincoln game. It was just one of those things where we were playing with a lot of emotion, and within 5 minutes of the game, guys are breathing heavy and asking for subs. And then I told them, I said, we got to settle. I mean, those are games that you have to do it within the first 10, 15 minutes of the game because it can hurt you. Luckily, we didn't concede, and we woke up fresh in the second half, and we just really dominated the game.
Let me talk to you guys about this, being able to play Boaz again. And this time it really counts. I mean, all games count or they wouldn't keep score, but this one really counts. Can you talk about that opportunity again?
Well, the first 2 times of this season, I mean, we lost both times, but I feel like this time is another opportunity to get our revenge back. And just really, I mean, playoffs, I mean, this one mistake and it can cost you really bad. So, I mean, it's just a great opportunity for me, my team, to just go out there and just play really hard and just play our best game.
Yeah, like the past 2 games really haven't been our best, but it's a new opportunity to go out there and show what we got. Like Coach Mario emphasizes the phrase unranked, unfaced. I think that's a really factor that we can go out there and prove to some teams that we can compete, and we got to show who we are.
Those rankings go out the door once playoffs start, don't they? Yeah. They mean nothing. Coach, just final thoughts on this upcoming week.
I mean, like you say, the rankings go out the door pretty much, playoffs, but we've had that mentality for 6-7 weeks now. Since we've been out of the rankings, we just going in with the mindset of, hey, let's just take one game at a time, and it's really paid dividends for us. We've had some ups and downs, but playoffs is when we start hitting our strides, and it's really been that kind of mentality. So, they've down low, they've been putting in some work. So, it's been good.
Same thing with you guys. Just anything. Final thoughts on this week coming up.
Well, we just got to play hard tomorrow, and if we do make it to the 3rd round, we just gotta keep going and just fight hard.
Just trust our training and go on as a group, as family, and no matter the outcome, we'll just do our best and see what happens.
Man, I appreciate you guys sitting in with me. Good luck to you guys moving forward. Hopefully we'll be back again to do another show with a victory. See you guys.